Welcome back from the mobile game from Alex, MyTyme here, and what we are going to do today is I'm going to show you rounds 11 to 15, the gameplay and the cars that I use, but instead I'm going to speed it all up, put it into a compilation, and it's going to be playing in just a moment. So feel free to pause the video to see the cars that have been used, etc., and you can see that you'll be able to see the matchups and everything. I'm just going to let you know now that throughout the whole thing I have not used any epic cars. I have used a legendary car. The only legendary car I have used is the McClaren 12C, which is the car which I'm assuming people have got if they've managed to complete the campaign, beat Monaco 10 the boss, and get the car as a reward. You only have to do it on 1 star, so I'm assuming that people have had that. Apart from that, the best car I use is ultra rare still, so hopefully you're going to be able to find some similar cars to match the ones I've used if you don't have them, and you'll be able to also get through the challenges. So with all that, I'm going to roll into that part of the video now, and I'll see you on the other side. Okay, so welcome back. As you see, they are levels 11 to 15 of the challenge complete. Hopefully you saw the same team you used for level or round 14 you can use for round 15. You should have absolutely no problems beating round 15 with that team. Round 14 was the most difficult of the lot, so you may need to do a little bit of tweaking there, moving your cars around, but as you probably saw, tracks 1 and tracks 5 being the medium and the small city street levels are going to be the easiest places for you to make up your points. So they're where you're going to want to focus a lot of your RQ, and on the tracks 2 and 3 you're just going to kind of put in cars to make sure you get the victory. That is the strategy behind that. Now, what have I been doing the last couple of days? Well, to be honest with you, not a lot. I haven't been doing much in terms of the game. My cash has gone down because I've been upgrading cars. That's basically what I've been doing. Now with the events that are out, we've got the city visits events in Tokyo with a Nissan carbon fibre. I'm not going to go into why I'm not going to buy that, but for me there's not much to be done here. Italian budget is bad for me. I don't want a Fiat carbon fibre. I can't do well in the way back when, so I've kind of just been coming in, and instead I've been coming to my cars, and I decided to go through and start working on my garage. And I thought, you know what, let's focus, pick somewhere to focus. I decided I wanted to have a great exhibition hand, which was pretty nice at some stage. So I thought, let's go there, let's start down, and let's work our way through getting some key cars and some cars ready, and it's really starting to hone in on that area of my garage. So what I was doing, you can see here, I'm working. The DB4 will be done in a sec, ready for another upgrade, the timer, and I was going through picking 2 cars, upgrading. Then let's come to the rear, do the same thing again. I've been holding on to loads of cars, so now for example my DB4 Zagato is now finished. So whenever I want to use it, I can just inject the rest of the cash to make it up to max, but it's got no more physical upgrades. I don't have to sacrifice any of my other cars to upgrade this car. It is ready to be used when I need it. And with that in mind, I was then starting to work on other cars. So I've got the Virage in the same position as well. Here you can see it's 323 exactly, 15 out of 24, ready to have the rest of my resources used on it when I need it. So what I can then do is come here and say, you know what, I don't think I'm going to want 2 Virages now. So either I can keep this one for upgrade material, or I can sell it and start to actually sort out my garage. So we did the same thing. I was down here and I was looking, I was like, what am I going to work on? So work on the V8 Volante, I want to get one of those done, and I'm also working on my Bentley Turbo R. Okay, as we come through, again the same thing's going to happen. When I get multiple duplicates of cars that I want to build, I'm going to start to build them. When a car comes that I don't think I'll need, I'll either sell it or fuse it. I'm going to really start to get the cheaper cars, the lower RQ cars, ready for when these events come. I don't have to sit there and spend ages leveling up a car because it's not ready, which is a problem that I seem to be finding. So again here, key cars, Lotus Elise Sprint. Because I've got one, I never bother working on the next one. I'm going to get the second one done. Come along, I was like, you know what? I want to work. I've got an Opel GT complete. I'm not going to bother with a second. This will be a fuse car. I want to get one V8 Vantage done at least. I probably won't bother with a second. This will become a fuse car. And as we're working through, you can see I'm going to finish off my Grand Sport, and this M100 Elan ready to be used if and when I need it. I think Lotus are going to come up soon with some events. Same thing here. Okay, it's not quite the same, but I decided to put the last bit in for the XJR. I might as well do it now, to be fair. There's no point even leaving it on 2 stars. Let's just max it out. So another car, great exhibition, medium ground clearance Jag. You know, I've kept it for a reason at the moment. And again, I'm going to go through, start working on some of these other cars, start working on some of these cheaper Range Rovers, Lotuses. Now I do feel that Lotus are going to be coming up soon, because we've had quite a bit of Bentley and Aston Martin so far. I do feel Lotus will get some love, so working Lotuses may not be so bad. This also means I've worked on my Rapide Breton Jet. I'm not going to bother with the regular Rapide because it's the worst version of the lot. I've decided to do my Lotus Europa because I think Lotus are going to have some love at some stage soon. Obviously that's just my pure speculation, so don't read into it. We've got the Europa S, which I was working on before and never used it. As you can see here, I'm pretty sure I might use it in a couple of races. Nope, never used it, but this is now ready to be used if I need it. So my GE garage is going to eventually get sorted out. This is the bit I'm focused on. TVR Griffith. I need to decide if I'm going to just put 332 or 323. I was thinking 332 because I'm intending to use it really just for drag, just for the drag tracks. It's nice and light. It's not got great handling. Anyway, no traction control ABS. It's going to be no good on wet circuits, twisty circuits. I thought I might just put all my eggs in one basket with it and keep it as a specialist car. Let me know in the comment section if I should do that or not. But I'm going to start to work through and start leveling up some of these and then keeping some. Like, I don't think I'm going to do 2 DB3 SEs yet, so there's going to probably come a time in the future that will go as a fusion car. The same thing, will happen with the Rapide. I've got it here at the moment. That is going to go as a fusion car probably at some stage. The only thing I haven't done, I haven't worked on my Epics yet. I've decided to keep the Epics as they are, and because I want to keep some cars to upgrade certain ones in case a favourable event comes. You see here, I think this is the last upgrade I've got to do to the Auto Delta. So this is kind of another car that I feel I should have upgraded. That's what I want to do. I want to go through, find the odd car that yes I've worked on and maybe I haven't finished or I feel that I should finish. The X-Drive I'll possibly do while I've got some extra cars. For example, here's a good idea. This Maserati, for whatever reason, I've just never bothered to max it out, because during an event I was working on it and I've not used it since that event. I will max it out. In fact, I will do it now for the sake of it, even if I don't feel I am going to use it too often. Cars that I want. Yeah, even if I feel I'm not going to use it too often, if I've invested into it like this and I have had a use for it, which I did, to be fair, medium ground clearance makes it a pretty good car. There aren't a huge number of Maseratis that have medium ground clearance, and I can't remember what event it was. I think it was actually the Maserati event itself. They did have a I don't think they actually had a medium track in that one, but I was working this one before I pulled something better. But yeah, definitely a car worth keeping if you need Italian and you've got city streets or anything, because there aren't a huge number of great medium wide cars. So that's kind of what I've been doing. I've been using up my cash working on cars in preparation for potentially next event. Now I can see the Italia Tour coming up. Again, that's going to be bad for me. Okay, my Italian hand isn't good, so it looks like I'm just literally going to be on here leveling up cars, playing a few events, getting a few resources. Not much time, so don't expect to see too much from me in the next 24 hours or so. I'm going to wait to see what the next event is. That is what I am more excited about. I'm going to round off this video with a ceramic opening. I do want to say, if you are struggling in tracks or track sets 11 to 15 and you want some suggestions, feel free to let me know in the comment section below what cars you have, what you're thinking of using, and whereabouts you're stuck. And if I can give you some advice or any help with the cars you have, then I will. But can we get an end in a bang? To be fair, ultra rare. I'd like an ultra rare. I would like an ultra rare. No, okay, Volkswagen Atlas. More fused. Yeah, so that has been me for now. It's been quite relaxed, quite chilled, able to hold on to my gold. Now give me a couple of packs should something come up that I want. But for now, I will wait until I get my next 5 tickets here, and I will run through tracks 16 to 20 to help anyone who is struggling. Again, I'm going to try and do it without the use of epics and legendary cars, with the exception of cars that we get from the game, from the boss cars. But I got a feeling in this area that's going to change, and I may have to start delving into some of the epic cars. That's where some of you guys may not be able to progress any further. I've been MyTyme. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you all soon.